look at a different Kickstarter tabletop game project every weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran, and today we're on GameFound. Also, apologies on the mix-up. I had two things scheduled for the same day, and then one thing scheduled for today, and then I had to push it back because they pushed it back by 50 days. So either way, I'm excited to be checking out Tabletop Inc., the Crowdfunding Revolution. Now, there's currently 2 games, as far as I know of, that are coming out where you make games. One of which is like very, very heavily people are excited for. It's like connected with Panda Games. It has a whole bunch of titles you'll recognize. This one I don't think has that pedigree. I think that they would have zoomed in on these images right here. It looks like I'm going to be running a board game factory, which is a theme that interests me. Wow, that is a lot of text. At Tabletop Inc., you run a fledgling board game publishing company backed with quirky employees, exciting prototype, and ruthless competition. Hire the right team to develop your games and publish titles that capture the market and the most victory points. Now with the Crowdfunding Revolution expansion, you can launch your game through crowdfunding campaigns for powerful bonuses with prestige. So this is an expansion. First and foremost, I would let that be known from the main marquee and from the title, because that immediately lends the "can you do it" credibility. If not everyone wants to read this paragraph you wrote. Now with the crowd, you can launch your games through crowdfunding, outsmart your rivals, packed with charm, strategy, and tongue-in-cheek humor. Tabletop Inc. is a love letter to the board game industry, and this expansion takes it to the next level. 1 to 6 players, 60 minutes. That gets me interested. Main image, not nearly as much. Okay. I think I actually might have gotten a, wow. Okay. Nice looking components here. As always with the video, I'm thinking 3 things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? That's a lot of pictures. Can I get back to my video? Where's my video? I get it. I get the shtick. Like, there's a big piece of wood. I'm going to put games in it. Got it. 4:30. Okay. That's a long time. You better bring the beef. Let's see what you got. Not a good start. Not a good start.
Ain't nobody stop me.
That looks good. Great tiny games. Tiny cells. Yeah, I get that.
Cause I'm the
This feels like table presence in the game. I'm not sold on the game yet, though. Okay, show me that iconography. Cool. I don't care. give me some gameplay. There we go. That's not really gameplay. That's just you showing. That's more components. This isn't gameplay. Okay. Cool. I love word replacement. I see the theme. So much sizzle and not enough stage by a mile. Welcome to the name of our game. Are we gonna get a personal touch here? So that's the expansion.
Hi,
there
I'm Maddie, and I'm one of the co-designers of Tabletop Inc.
Like the games are on the back?
I'm very excited to tell you all about the latest expansion, the Crowdfunding Revolution. Thanks so much for checking out our campaign. Tabletop Inc. is a medium-weight, Euro-style worker placement game for 1 to 6 players, and it plays in around 20 minutes per player. In the game, you're the CEO of a board game company. On your turn, you take one of 2 actions. First, you can send your workers out to perform a vast array of tasks, or collect your workers and take the opportunity to make valuable predictions about the actions of your opponents. There are many actions you can take in Tabletop Inc. You can collect valuable resources, hire specialist workers with unique powers, or even freelancers who can give you access to unique actions only you can take. All the while, you'll be competing to combine themes, mechanisms, and components to build the greatest board games on Earth. You'll be competing to win prestigious awards and demoing your games at conventions. Tabletop Inc. also has a unique prediction mechanism, which rewards players for paying attention to the strategy of their opponents, increasing player interaction, but without any negative take-that style play. And now, with the Crowdfunding Revolution expansion, you can take your game company to the next level. Publish your games through massive crowdfunding campaigns, market your projects to gain valuable bonuses,
You're
and
just
upgrade
scrolling over
your
components
workers
again.
for powerful new abilities. That's right, just when you thought it couldn't be any more meta, this crowdfunding campaign is for a board game about crowdfunding board games. Plus, it contains 10 extra mini-game boxes to max out your collection. As Tabletop Inc. is a board game about
cool?
board games, we've been able to include tons
Like, is that actually, like, adding to the gameplay, or is that just, like, alternate? Like, I don't know. Like,
of little board
I don't know who this is for. Because it doesn't feel like it's 100% for people who are, fans of the game. Like, it definitely feels like we're trying to appeal to the new people, but the pace, it's just, I don't know. Like, I was excited to get into this game, and I'm like, it looks fine. Hopefully they got some great BGG ratings they can spotlight. I want to get back to the video, but GameFound makes it take a while. There it is. There it is. I saw it. Hey!
backing our campaign at the all-in pledge level.
Oh, we're talking about pledges. Okay.
Increasing player interaction, but without any negative take that style play. And now, with the Crowdfunding Revolution expansion, you can take your game company to the next level. Publish your games through massive crowdfunding campaigns, market your projects to gain value. Any more meta, this crowd board games, we've been able to include tons of little board game related Easter eggs for the keen-eyed players. Tabletop Inc. is full of subtle and not so subtle Easter egg references to our favourite board game related things. Backing our campaign at the all-in pledge level will get you the most adorable deluxe components, many of which are exclusively available on GameFound. Mini board game boxes, screen-printed wooden tokens, a whole wooden board game shelving unit, miniature wooden hexagonal board game tables with a real felt interior, metal coins, metal trophies, metal golden pair tokens.
Very nice job spotlighting the deluxification.
Wooden easels, acrylic standees, and so much more. So whether you're a returning fan or you're new to the world of Tabletop Inc., now is the perfect time to jump in and start building the greatest board games on Earth. So welcome to the world of Tabletop Inc., the board games. Get your copy.
Yeah, I guess you didn't really focus on the beef enough there. Like, I'm not, like, alright, cool, make games. I don't know. I wasn't swept away like I was hoping to be. But Cotswold Games, do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it after the video? I know about it. So they've done Tabletop Inc., Ludite, Solar 175. But some of these were on Kickstarter. We want to make sure we check the track record there. Yeah, these ones were... Oh, those were... No, they're all on GameFound? Okay, no. Okay. So... Get there. All right. So Tabletop Inc., make sure people got their stuff. Check out what the comment section's looking like. I was lucky enough to get like this. This is the pen pledge. No, this is just a regular one. It played great. The group did have a suggestion or comment. The game could use some help with storage and setup breakdown. This is a fair point. I found the game trays and Distilled and Galactic Cruise both pretty great. Hi again, looking for a confirmation on the size of reference cards if you were able to provide it. So looking for sleeves. Finally got my copy over in West Coast of Canada after the box had a nice trip across the side of the border. Really looking forward to figuring out the stickers, but I realized I only received the Ducks pledge, not the all-in. Hi there, received my game in Canada. Just looking through now. It's truly amazing quality. One thing I noticed it's actually imported at all. So this one just got to people very, like, months ago. Okay. It is what it is. Good to know. So it's shipped out. People don't have definitive opinions yet. Hopefully we'll look at BGG, see what people think. Good morning. I've seen that the other Canadians are receiving their copies. Did you guys receive tracking? So this is also from just 2 months ago. Okay. So they shipped out 2 things at once? Kind of. I just received the copy of the game, and there's no rule booklet in the box. Quite annoyed, as I've waited quite a while for this. How do I go about getting this sorted? Yeah. Sorry for the confusion. Don't worry, you're not missing anything. The rule booklet is part of the graphic novel. As you read through the book, you'll be directed towards certain pages. Oh. Forgive me, but that's really annoying. I'd like a rule booklet so I know what I'm doing before playing. Guess I'll make do. Yeah. Don't worry, you can still do that. If you prefer to read the rules before playing, don't just turn off to page 105, and you can. Okay, cool. So, good. I received both Ludite and Tabletop Inc. case, and I'm, as always, when it comes to Cognito, Ergot, Cotswold games, blown away by the level of attention paid to details. So they did ship them out at the same time. Just received a shipping notification. So neither one of these is going to have solid opinions yet of people reviewing it and giving their thoughts, unless we go to BGG, or they spotlight it. An epic Euro-style legacy game. Now that excites me to no end. It's $176,000. Did people get their stuff? And then we also have another one. So they've done quite a few things. Okay. With one like this, honestly, I'm going to go to BGG, and that's going to heavily decide how interested I am in this. So hopefully they spotlight, hey, we've done a bunch of stuff. They're all great. Or some of them are great. Love letter. The whole vibe of the game is fun. I have a lot of fun in this world. The theme is great. The components leave nothing to be desired. It's just so cool. This is a campaign to watch. It all looks phenomenal. I think it's going to be widely popular. Just check full of funny Easter egg. Yeah, these quotes are way too fast, and I don't feel like they're great. Never seen anything like this. There's a lot of just things here to like. Yeah, it's just superfluous fluff, and it's going too fast. Terrible quotes. Tabletop Inc is a love letter to the board game hobby. I get it. You mentioned it. $194. This is the all-in, though, okay? This is everything. So the original base game, which just shipped out about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I guess, Canada, whatever, and the expansion and all the stuff. $200. I'm getting all the deluxeifications. You showed them to me. Feels Kickstarter reasonable. Just the expansion, $46. Very reasonable. Just the base game, $31, $61. Nice prices. These are nice prices. Deluxeification, okay. So most people here are actually getting both almost. So it's $369 to $402. Okay. That's actually really good. I will say that. Typically, I would expect this number to be smaller, but they're focusing on it. Like, hey, you want this. You need this. Victory Medal, Golden Pair expansion. I don't know what that stuff is. I imagine it's classified components. It's a really dynamic worker placement game with a lot of nuance in the strategy that I really love. Now, that's what I'd love to hear more about, because I don't feel like I've heard anything at all about that sort of thing, you know, the game. Work the factory floor. Send your workers to the bustling departments of your board game factory. Design, develop, production, and more. So that's cool. I want to see this stuff. I don't need to care. I don't care how nice your components are. Hire employees. Build your dream games. I love to say I'm passionate about this game. I say love because, okay. Whatevs. More component stuff. 10 extra game boxes. 2 boxes. 10 new miniature board game boxes. So many more board game Easter eggs to explore. Yeah, so it is just theme. Check out the prototype box opening. Cool stuff. Please note, it really celebrates and loves board games. Okay, it's truly fantastic that something like this exists. Like, it's great this game exists. That's the quote. Come on. These quotes are so bad. Like, they're just fluff. A lot of fun in the world. Already saw that. Why? What'd you do? That made it so fun. I couldn't wait to play it back and run a different factory, you know? I was super excited trying to predict what other people were doing, or trying to unpredict what other people did, and yeah, components. It's one of those games that you immediately want to play again as soon as you finish. That's cool. That's what I wanted to know. How to play? 27 minutes. Okay, so it's a big, beefy one, but it looks like it's totally in-depth, good stuff. Read the rule booklet. That's the original rule booklet. Hopefully I have the other rule booklet as well. There's also a really cool mechanism in which you can gain victory points by correctly predicting your opponent's moves. How cool is that? Okay. I mean, wow. What a great quote that I can't click on. Love it. The game is deceptively approachable. It's a breeze to learn and teach, and iconography is clear and easy to understand. Now, that's the first quote I've actually felt was like a banger. Great. Deceptively approachable. Iconography is clear. There's so much care and love to the detail. I don't care what Becca Scott has to say. No offense, but I always know it's going to be fluff. She gets paid very good money to not have strong, definitive opinions on games. And that's not a knock. That's not a knock. Like, get your money, do the previews, do the how to plays that aren't real how to plays. They're outlines. These aren't insults. Like, you go try and learn a game from one of her videos. It's going to be very difficult. You're going to have to go to the rule booklet, and that's fine. I'm sure that's some people's style, especially on Kickstarters. But, you know, I'm more of I want to know all the rules. Ideally, I don't have to go to the rule booklet, except for a couple minor things here and there. Too big to put up your nose. You also have the wrong quote for the wrong person for the wrong... So this is a terrible quote addressed to the wrong person. I've never seen anything like this. Don't care. The whole vibe of this game is fun. Man, these quotes. It all looks phenomenal. I'm just so sick of them. Very fun and thematic worker placement game that a random one person gave it a 10. Dude, that's what you're gonna put here? No, I'm going to Board Game Geek. I need to get the real scoop. I'm gonna guess that this is like, I want to see the recent reviews for this, because this is, I don't know, those quotes got me scared. Unboxing, those components are amazing. I don't care. I get it, man. The stuff, things, neat, cool. Our components. How to play? Oh, that's fantastic.
Hello.
Excellent. How to play on the expansion. I put that up earlier when I was thinking about buying it, but whatever. It's here. Just want shipping, I guess, at this point. Some gameplay videos. Yeah, gameplay videos. You got a billion quotes. All your videos are just from you, it feels like. Oh, okay. Then you got a 2-player run-through with from Rondo run-throughs. 10, 13, 19, 25. Great. 4 shipping levels. 4 shipping prices. Love to see it. Prices seem reasonable. I mean, Kickstarter reasonable. You're still paying $225 for, you know, a $60 Euro game with some nice bells and whistles and a couple expansions. But let's see what the. So yeah, they did not spotlight their track record at all, which is incredibly concerning to me when you've done 4 other games. Like that's so 88-29. That's more hits and misses, but it's also very early with a game like this. Let's see. Step into the metaverse. So what do we got? I want to look at the overall. Where is it? We'll get there. I do want to check out the other games as well. This will be way easier. Crosswall games. So 67-79. That's rock solid. That's more hits than misses. 88-29, 88-66, 20,000. That one's not out though. 14,000. Okay, so nothing here is like. Nothing's here rocking my socks off. So hopefully this is the one to do it. But I do want to see what the recent opinions on this are, because 6.5, 8, 7.5, 10, 7.5, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 7, 7.5, 6.5, 6, 6, 7.5, 7.5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's where I was expecting based on like the game. I looked and I was like, yeah, it's fine. We had such a good time with this one. Give it a 10 from Hong Kong. Okay. Fun, medium, white, worker placement, the ability to choose game length and add a little difficulty using power cards, nice production quality, fairly easy to understand the rulebook, but not very replayable as it starts to feel repetitive. I wish completing top quality games earned more points. Very meh. That's some fine ideas, but it's overwhelmed by number and amount of resources being widely available, so there's no challenge. You can always do what you want. Strange prediction mechanics, something to remove from the game with no harm. Lack of growth during the game. You just grab more icons, but basically gameplay loop is the same all the way down. Illegible game board. I like the only 2 ideas for this game. Only ideas execution here is bad. 7, 7.5, 4, 8, 8, 9, 8.5. Okay. Yeah. And I know myself. I imagine if you're newer to the hobby, you're probably going to like this a lot more than if you're not newer to the hobby. That's the vibe I was getting from it. Also, the fact that you didn't spotlight any of the other stuff you did. At least, like, I'm sure some of them have won awards, right? Like, I think it would just help. Obviously, you probably don't want to give too much information, because the more you look into the track record, the more people are like, yeah, maybe I'll just wait and not drop 220 on it. But I'm sure they were like, okay, maybe it wasn't. Okay. All right. Let's check out the comments, FAQ updates. Give this one a grade. 48 hours in, we're over 600% funded, fully funded in 29 minutes. Don't care. Component deep dive. Yeah, great. More component stuff. Exactly what everyone was wanting. We didn't have enough information about your components. Oh my god, absolute gem of a launch day video. Okay, what else? All right. Check out the comments. Give this one a grade. I don't think it's. I don't know. We're top 10 of the BGG hot list. Awesome. Different language. I have one question. The game is in French, but just the base game is also add-on. I'm very interested back to the base game plus expansion, but I was confused because there's only a language selection. At first today, I found the time to put the game on the table, and I really liked it. Most of the game feels like Homecoming, some spicy extra, like gaining points. But one thing left me very unhappy, the German translation of the rule booklet and on the stickers. Okay. Final grade is all over the board. Do I want it? Not really. Like, I wasn't caught with this one. I don't know why. I like the idea. I worked in a factory. I love the idea of making your board game, but it's just the amount of time you spent not focusing on that. You're like, hey, look at these components. Hey, look at our components. Got these components. Look at these components. Check out our components. The fact that you're just pushing this out the door pretty soon after the other two ones got there, means that there's not going to be a lot of strong, definitive opinions from people, except for what you have, which just looks like absolute garbage. Just superfluous previewer fluff from top to bottom. And not just from top to bottom, absolutely overflowing with superfluous reviewer fluff. The kind of quotes where, like, if you don't like this game, you look at that quote and you're like, all right, now I look at it differently. Like, what did Alex have to say? I had a lot of fun in this world. What does that mean? In this world, in the theme of working in a factory creating board games? I've worked in a factory and I've been in board game factories. I thought it was really cool being in a board game factory, but whatever. I don't know. Do I want it? Not really. I didn't feel it. The price didn't help. Your lack of really spotlighting the gamery part of it really turned me off there. And set red flags as someone who's looked at a lot of Kickstarters. Also, can you do it? You have a lot of games you could have spotlighted to and pointed, saying, hey, we've done other things, check it out. And you didn't. You didn't point like they're not highly rated. You didn't even acknowledge that they exist. And that's always concerning to me as well. Like, it's like, well, why? I don't get it. Like, I feel like that's a natural selling point. Like, hey, this is our 5th game, and we're just going to keep getting better and better. Like, what else? Concerning. Can you do it? Yeah, sure. It's an expansion. I'll give that the nod. I'm not worried about this not making it to your door. They have $110,000, and they have nearly a 500 print run of people who came back to get the expansion for it. And then how much is it? It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel great. It feels Kickstarter reasonable. The main one, if you're ultimating it, I definitely doesn't feel like a great value to me. Like, just based off my lukewarm excitement about the game. Yeah. But $60.90, I mean, they're not bad prices. Kickstarter reasonable. Final grade is, I hated the main image right from the jump. Just I was unexcited from the jump based on this boring main image. Then finding out which expansion, I did get more excited, but then the video was like disjointed. It was like, oh, hey, we're 1 to 6 players. Look at our components. Look at the cool stuff. You want to know gameplay? Get the hell out of here. Then it just felt like it stretched out. I don't know. This one just rubbed me all wrong all over. Do I want it? No. Can you do it? Yeah, I'll give that to you. And how much is it? It's fine. I'm going to go with a C. C. And maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the fact that I saw the other game in the flesh and I heard a little bit of a spiel about the other game about designing board games and I thought it sounded way better. Maybe it's the fact that I just played Revive last night and played it on Board Game Arena this morning and it absolutely rocked my world. I think it's one of the top 10 board games of all time. And now I'm secretly comparing Revive to this, which isn't fair. They're different games and different lanes, but this one just didn't do it for me. And it should. I like the art. I like the theme. I like the fact that it's a proven commodity with an expansion. But it looks like one of those games where I would immediately say, yeah, this is going to have a hard time hitting the table without the expansion. And I got to splunk up to like $120 just to get the expansion. And I'm hoping that it does the job of making it a game that I'm actually going to want to get back to the table. No thanks. I'm going to go with a C. Tabletop Inc. Crowdfunding Revolution. Disappointing. And I don't know if it's just me. I don't know if it's all the variables, but I'm at a C. Let me know in the comments. No, I'm going to go with C-. I go with C-. Let me know in the comments below. It's your final grade for Tabletop Inc. Crowdfunding Revolutions. I'm going to go with that minus just because all the quotes. Like, it's all the quotes and how poorly they land, I think, really just was a third of a point grade bump down. Let me know what's your final thoughts on Tabletop Inc. Crowdfunding Revolution. Have you played it? What did you think about it? Let me know as well. And as always, if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Go have yourself a good one. Bye-bye.